Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Eric, and today I want to share something really cool with you. The story of how the user interfaces we use on our computers today were created. You know, those simple things like clicking on files, opening windows, and dragging stuff around. Believe it or not, it wasn't always this easy. Let's rewind to before the 70s. Back then, computers were super hard to use. They existed, sure, but operating one? That was a whole different story. These machines had very limited processing power, barely enough to handle the tasks they were given. And honestly, no one had really thought about how users interacted with them. The idea of a user-friendly interface just wasn't on anyone's radar yet. But then came a game changer. Xerox's Palo Alto Research Center, or PARC. This is where the magic happened. At PARC, engineers developed a computer called the Alto. This computer was a huge leap forward because it introduced something groundbreaking: the mouse. They built on earlier innovations like Doug Engelbart's mouse from 1964. And for the first time, you could click on a file to open it. Sounds basic now, but back then, it was revolutionary. And there was more. The Alto had the first ever "what you see is what you get" word processor. That means whatever you saw on the screen was exactly how your document would look when printed. They also came up with menus, icons, and the idea of organizing different programs into windows. It was basically the birth of the graphical user interface, or GUI, as we call it today. Now here's where it gets interesting. In 1979, Xerox invited a group of engineers from this small company you might have heard of, Apple Computer, to check out their work. At the time, Apple was working on their own secret project called the Lisa computer. When Steve Jobs saw what PARC had created, he was absolutely blown away. He left that demo fired up with ideas. Apple didn't just copy Xerox. They took those concepts and ran with them. They refined, expanded, and made the whole thing even better. In 1984, Apple launched the Macintosh, the first personal computer with a graphical user interface that was actually successful. The way we interact with computers today, clicking, dragging, dropping, using menus and windows, it all started with Xerox PARC and was later transformed by Apple. Alright, that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss more videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.